Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome to another day of Old World. My name is Matt Bowyer. This is day 5. This is turn 50-ish. We are... Honestly, things are kind of going okay. I've got a lot of decisions to make this turn. Among them being... This place is getting kind of big. I guess one of the things I need to figure out is what am I going to do to win? And how am I going to be better than my friends here? Also, I need to decide, do I want a free ballista? Or do I want border boost? 2 turns, 5 turns. I love border boost. What it does is it gives each city 6 border tiles. Hi, Nathan. Of course it's going to be border boost. I love border boost. I love having my cities get just that little bit big. Go out here. Go out here. What are you doing? Sarabase, get... That's fine. I can get ballistas later. Yeah, border boost doesn't come around again. Let's do border boost. This city's not going to have as much I mean, well, it's going to expand out in this direction. It's fine. Everything's fine. We just got this horse archer, which is pretty exciting. And we made a regular archer. We are making many things. So both places, I could get 2 settlers in 8 turns. I think that's the correct course of action. So let's do that. That's the wrong button. Okay. No, military units first. I've forgotten what javelins do. I guess nothing real special. They're just scary. Is it elite javelin? Javelineers are normal. Okay, the special is Huskarls. Which, what do those do? Which they don't have any right now. Cleave. Oh, that's like Axemen. Hits tiles to the left and right. I think regular Huskarls do that. Cold? Oh, wow. Better in Tundra. Fortunately, they're dealing with desert. I need so much more growth. Yeah, but I'm cruel, so it's not going to happen. I did that because it was fun. It felt correct role-playing wise, but I might regret it a little bit. I might regret it a little bit. Not enough to have not done it. Okay, you can't get in range of anybody. So let's go ahead and bring you down. Get you a Highlander. I'm going to move you up further. You are an Amazon cavalry. Which is great. Yeah. Thyaxares the Invincible. I want to kill as many of these units as possible and not let them run away. Alright. We need growth, which we don't have. We don't have the ability to make granaries because that is an early tech that I haven't gotten yet. I feel like administration is a tech that I do not give the respect it deserves. And that is something I need to get better at. We are also... Oh, boy. We're going to be chopping through our food soon. I mean, we kind of already are. The resource incomes are not good enough for me to be not treating them with respect here. And Assyria is the person I'm most concerned about at this point. Because Hati loves me, and Tamilakam loves me. And that's everyone that I border over here. So I don't think we need to go too crazy with our eastern border. Assyria will be a concern. To that end, Warden for you eventually. Let's do it. 5 workers for 5 cities. Ouch. Moria was already angry with me. That's fine. Ah, and my last family that was not in the green has converted to this religion. That's going great. What's our event? Dry season after dry season at Batana has brought woe and worry to the locals. Trees and houses alike await perhaps only a spark to blaze into towering fires. We've got the stone, we got the orders. Fireproof what we can. We may get a fire next turn. We also may not. Anyway. Kill. Shoot. 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 I got 5 turns to kill you. It's not going to take that long. In fact, it's going to happen right now. Our forces arrived at the Danish stronghold just in time. Signs suggest that the Danes were preparing for a massive, sustained invasion of our lands. Luckily, most of the weapons remain in an unused stockpile. What shall we do with this discovery? Get a warrior? Okay. Look, I like warriors. And I've got 5 of them currently. But getting 110 and 110 iron and 100 wood, that's incredible. That's so many archers. Two turns before you make another unit. We'll kill it next turn. Okay. That's my quarry. A quarry, barracks, and a shrine just finished. That's the barracks. As you can see here, it's a barracks. These are kind of tough decisions. Give me a chariot. Spending food to do that, but it's fine. I need... Oh, this is a good place for a farm. It's all my orders, but it is farms. So there are adjacency bonuses in this. So, get back here. Farms, by default, you get 5 food from them. They get bonuses from having fresh water right next to them. Or if the tile has fresh water. Adjacent farms give 10%. And adjacent pastures give 40%. And if you've got a granary, it's additional 60%. But you have to build those. Nathan says, one of the best parts of the game, tough, significant decisions throughout. 100% agreed, my friend, which is why we have played so much of this. I could have tutored that turn, but I forgot. It's okay. My air is done. That's for the secondary air. Air squared. The squared. That would have worked better if I hadn't said it first. Alright. There's border boost. Oh, we get to see a wildfire. We'll talk about that in a second. Everything burns. Alright, now back to the events. The wine is flowing freely and everyone is in high spirits. Oligarch Farnaspes has been interceding with Duchess Artazostre on your behalf, and this final step in his plan seems to be working. You spend much of the evening with Artazostre, drinking and laughing together. I took my 14-year-old daughter out drinking? What have I done? Or at least you are until, red-cheeked and slurring, Artazostre carelessly makes a series of slanderous remarks about you and your family. It's your family too. The laughter quickly dies from her eyes as she realizes what she just said and to who. Artazostre is quick to apologize. Was the outburst an effect of the drink or revealing of her true feelings? Man, if you let your 14-year-old daughter into a bottle of wine, she's gonna tell you all kinds of things. My spoiled 14-year-old daughter. I will graciously... See, I could... No. Graciously accept the apology. I'll take the stat boost. We have more events. Representatives from the Academy arrive at the court, bearing news of Artazostre. She has been well, and is turning out to be as wise as her mother, Cassandane of Ecbatana. She's a little bit smarter. She's got other problems. I love the art, too. Despite a cautious eye toward... Excuse me? The dry forest, wildfire has come to Ecbatana. Still, the damage could have been worse. That preparation's not been made. So oftentimes, in my experience, those events are when you have, where you can prepare against a disaster. You would get, like, I get this and get legitimacy as a result of spending all those resources. You can also elect not to spend the resources and maybe nothing will happen. Or you'll have to spend like a bunch of gold here or let citizens die. Again, you got options. But in this case, we saved their homes. You stare down Farnaspes and insist, I said nothing of the kind. You must have misheard. But no matter, it should not pose a problem, should it? Farnaspes takes on a grim look. This guy's been my ride or die for a long time. I shall not forsake you or Persia, but I beg of you, be more careful with your words, or others shall not choose the same. Free settler. My settlers take 8 turns to make. That's 1 and 2. I definitely need that. I'll work with the rest of y'all in a moment. Shoot. Stab. The Danes have been eliminated. The Danes have not been eliminated. The air weighs heavy with dark haze and solemn triumph as your armies raise the last known settlement of the once mighty Danes. One sturdy building of stone and thatch remains among the ruins. Ash underfoot and a thick black smoke overhead, your soldiers approach. As they draw near, weapons ready, a chorus of battle cries emerges from the hut, followed immediately by several fierce warriors, bloodlust in their wild eyes. Great! We just hatched Half a dozen Danes. Not quite that many. But it feels like that many. Do the fires go out on their own? Are you supposed to do something? A fire will go out. Fire and wildfire. Yeah, ends next semester. I think a major one can go for longer. And they do have a chance. I think the later ones have a chance. I don't know if the later ones have a chance of spreading or not. But they'll also... You can see some of my trees here got burned. They're cut. Like, they'll come back. They'll regrow over time. But if I was going to make these into lumber mills immediately, I wouldn't be able to do that. And I don't get any wood because it all caught on fire. Alright, well, let's scoot you down and do some shooting. Sit you there. Let's bring you down and do some shooting. Nathan has not seen them spread. Yeah, I think I'm thinking of something else. Thank you, Barracks. Hello, mine. As for you... Are you the one that boosts farms? You do boost farms. Let's get you some more farms. Okay. You are set. I'm going to leave you where you are. You are set. I'm going to leave you for the time being. Oh, and you have not taken an action, so do a stab. I don't think I'm going to lose any units here. No, that's a melee. I've played this game a bunch, so I recognize some of the types. Just going to let you heal. Do a little harvesting. What else is going on around here? This will be your last move, friend. Tutoring! Oh my god. Why am I like this? But we did get there. It takes 2 orders. So what my issue is whenever I say I forgot to tutor is it takes 2 orders. Alright, we've got good defenses here. We need to get a worker to get that place built up. And here we need food. So a rural specialist, it essentially adds 50% to the tile. Whatever the tile is giving you, expands your borders, and gives you a little bit of science and some growth. So doing that, and I love this. This was a relatively recent change where they added in, if you're going to do this, you're going to see what you're going to get from it in a net yield change. So this is going to be worth basically 2 growth there. That is huge. I can definitely use that last order and promote someone because, again, we're capping. But you already have yours for free, so I'm not going to do that. And you're... Do I have anyone who needs to spend a lot of points on it? Because I'm making 210 and I'm already over. Here you go. This warrior feels pretty good. They got strike and they've got guard up. 6.2 out of a 4. I want to keep that unit alive. Popping my neck. Okay. Yeah, fortunately, I have a lot of units. Okay, peace means they're buds. Truce means they're just cool. War, I think we know what war means. Okay, Assyria, weaker but competent. You, along with the rest of Ekbatan, have been made aware of Princess Boran's radical ideas after she took to the steps of the palace to give a speech on the true meaning of the Avesta. After the sermon, Boran reveals that she has joined a small radical sect of Zoroastrianism. Your advisors warn the sect has some rather extreme beliefs about the use of violence to bring about the will of Ahura Mazda. Oh. Okay, so I don't want to exile her. that means she's no longer my heir, and she's gonna like be really upset. I think instead we're gonna do the Zoroastrian descent option. I can deal with that right away with be removed by a governor. You have to have a governor there and didn't do a project. But I also don't want her to become foolish because she's, and I'm already cruel. We're just gonna outlaw it. That's a city penalty, and we can deal with a city penalty. And I don't want to deal with rebels, so we're gonna deal with it right now. That is going to pop up in the middle. It's gonna set me back a turn. That's fine. That's fine. I'm fine with that. My fire is over, so that's nice. What's going on down here? One down. Got a kill there with flanking. I love to flank. The core of the defeated Danish forces is made up of escaped gladiators, highly trained slaves, and former soldiers. Groa the Dane is the gladiators' leader, and while vulgar, she knows power when she sees it. She bows to the throne. Let us fight for you. Very well, your swords are ours. Get a warrior. Valuable to us as labor seems very rude. I do like, I can close this and I can see this little tile here. These are the tiles that this would grab if I took that. You can see it would grab a lot of stone, which is awesome. But I'm also about to found this city, so I don't want to do that. I'm going to recruit her. She's going to be part of my team. She's a schemer. She's a little pissed off right now. I have so many people down here. She's not real happy right now because we're currently fighting the Danes. But that's not going to be a problem, but for another minute or two. If even that long. That's the final Dane down there. Another farm. Food remains an issue. You made the Odeon, which is going to get me more culture. Which is good. And you can make a theater as well. A theatra. Let's do that. So that's going to be 7. That's 3 cultures. It's going to be an additional force of 7 additional. That's nice. And I think it makes for better people as well. Let me put these folks on sentry so I can know if an enemy is coming. I think you're fine where you are. The Numidians. There's some more barbarians out here. Escaped prisoners of the Numidians have reached Pterodon with a band of bounty hunters close behind. The Numidians demand that we return these outlaws so they may face justice. How will you respond? I can immediately go to war with them. I was thinking I was cruel. Do I want another person here? Another? They will stay, but they will work. I do not fear the Numidians. They have 1 encampment. They are weaker than me. Someone else is going to finish them off in a couple minutes. No legitimacy boost for that, though. It's what I was hoping for. If I were to go out there and try and harvest that, this unit would come down here, murk me. Can't do it. Okay, first up. Revelry. I don't want to become wanted. It's a 14% chance. I was afraid of that. I don't think I need to be afraid of that quite so much. Combat 1 for you. I love Warden for defenders because They're just better at holding urban tiles, and urban tiles are great. I have a lot of units. Some of my best friends are urban tiles. You are a max level slinger. Let's just get you a little straight up. Honestly, let's go just make you an archer at the same time. You can usually only promote once, but if they have banked a promotion, which that one had, you can do that for free and then do the next one. Nathan says they're good for assaulting cities too, since they can stand in an urban tile next to the city center. Yeah, like this unit here, or this one has Besieger. You can put Besieger and Warden on a unit. Oh, don't mess with them in taking a city. Everyone kind of already loves me. And you're the head of paganism. None of those folks have a religion yet. Hey, let's help out with Groa. Would you please? Resettler. My chancellor has fallen severely ill. And we have an event. As you nurse headaches, both literal and metaphorical, it slowly dawns on you that someone has been speaking to you for some time. Your eyes flick to Oligarch Cyrus the Loyal Steward, Epictetus. Currently expounding in a calm, steady voice. Did you speak more than you intended last night? The topic feels uncomfortably personal. It is as true for you, my king, as it is for I, a humble slave, that beyond our own wills are prohydresis. Nothing in this world is truly in our control. All that we struggle and strain against is naught but illusion. Accepting that we can control only our thoughts, and mastering those, is the only path that can possibly avoid a life of waste and pain. So, I can become a zealot out of this. I can become miserable out of this, but we'll get rid of my stress. Or I can bypass both of those. Does miserable have a chance of killing me? No. Is this going to dock me orders and some civics? Put my civics down to 1 once we get rid of stressed. But I have so many orders right now. This is very funny, but I want to get rid of stressed. So I can cope with miserable for now. I can cope with that. Zoroaster is already exalted as the first priest, the first warrior, the first herdsman, master, and judge of the world. With the growth of mythology within Zoroastrianism, the Achaemenid family are starting to go beyond the words of the Avesta and have started worshipping Zoroaster as an Avestan god, offering him sacrifices and telling stories of how he was always a divine agent of Ahura Mazda. Will you ratify these new practices? I mean, who am I to say that they don't know what's going on? Oh, I've got so much wiggle room with this. I'm going to make him the patron of my family, a god of righteous rule. I am co-opting religion for personal gain. It's historical, but it's also kind of a fantasy, because who would do that? There's so much stone down here. This is what I want first. I can queue up moves. They will run at the beginning of their next turn, which is nice. This is another farm. Monasticism, because I have been targeting that. All right, back to units, back to units, back to units. Now the Danes have been eliminated. The war with the Danes is over. But at what cost? The faces of the dead and dying haunt you. Your war against the Danes has expanded Persia and brought wealth into Ecbatana, funding buildings and statues that stand as a solemn reminder of the devastation left in your wake. As your council discuss future fronts of war, the thought of more death sends chills through you. Is there not another way to rule without such violence and bloodshed? I can become a pacifist? What have I done? Only the beginning, baby. Bring 'em on. Yeah. 8 courage. 45% attack boost. I fear nothing. I fear no one. That's untrue. I was really hoping to find... Alright, so this... I'm doing the undos. Because I'm not getting this scout murdered. Undo is great. There are so many of them here. And let's scoot there. That's better. Okay. You come back, sit on that to gain XP automatically. Heal. You come back. Heal. You come back. Heal. You come back. Heal. 4 orders remaining. I should probably go make friends with somebody. Who is down this way? This is where Carthage is. Carthage doesn't like me. Carthage is weaker. I do not know the path to Carthage. It could be through here. It could be through here. Could be through here. I only have 1 scout. Assyria is also weaker, but much closer. Assyria already likes me, but I've influenced them already. So, we'll do a trade mission. Oh. Trade mission with Assyria. I'm going to go look at Hati, who is now down below 100. A lot of these modifiers do fall off over time. What have you done for me lately? It's, you know, when you are personally the same, that they stick around a little more. Let's have a conversation with you at least. Okay. The aqueduct. Oh, my trees. In addition to tactical theory, the study of past battles, a large portion of Artazostra's tutelage consists of sparring and military drills and getting drunk. Artazostra is consistently at the top of her sparring group, save for 1 other student. No matter how many times they fight, Hormizd the Intolerant always stands victorious. Artazostra is desperate for a renewed drive to win. What advice will you give? Surround yourself with those who are better than you. Never back down. Or fight them with real swords. Real swords. The wrinkled colossus watches you with eyes that hold a wealth of intelligence. Governor Astar has presented you with a 60-year-old elephant, a symbolic and regal gift of an admiral animal in the height of its prime. A power-hungry governor gave me an elephant. Saddle the beast for war. We got an elephant, baby. Look at that thing. Look at it. Look at it. War elephants are great. War elephants panic the unit that they hit. It makes them retreat away. So if you've got a unit that's... Like, I'm going to use myself as an example here once I find... So let's say I had like a choke point area and I've got a unit set up right here in these woods. You can't shoot into them. Let's say you're coming from this way. You're trying to attack over in melee. The river means they're going to take a lot less damage. You can't shoot at them because the trees mean they're going to take a lot less damage. You have this elephant roll up and hit him, and they are going to run away because they are afraid of the elephant. They will retreat a space. And that means now they have lost that advantageous defensive position, and you can just clobber them a whole bunch. If they cannot retreat, they are disarmed, which reduces all of their combat strength by 20%. War elephants are fantastic, but to make them, you have to have elephants nearby, or, like in this case, get an event. Also, base strength of 6, I think? Yep. Unlike other cavalry units, though, they can only move 2 spaces. Or they only move... They don't move as far. It made sense in my head. Oh, this is a volcano. Volcanoes are good for food. You get a bonus to making farms right by them. Elephant, come on. You come over here. You keep healing. You come on this way. And oh, I forgot you existed. It's fine. Heal. You are going to found the city next turn. That's awesome. Counselors and family heads. I'm not really concerned about that, so I'm going to take this opportunity to start moving some units. Because I do want to reinforce out in this direction. Because I'm concerned about that future. Out here, we've got fantastic civic production, but not phenomenal everything else. Make another worker. I need to get these religions spread. The Sabubis River. Definitely how it's pronounced. Everyone loved it. The fact that I'm spending 78 gold a turn right now, 79 gold a turn right now, getting lumber. I need to do something about that. I need you to not shoot me quite as much. Ow. Artisastra has a little more charisma. A governor's fallen ill. Brother the Dane. Oh, she's brave. They're both brave. Cool. That's fortunate. The warriors led by Oligarch Cyrus have proved themselves loyal and fierce fighters. Elite warriors who bring fear to their enemies. Every time a member of the unit falls ill or is wounded, another is brought to fill the space. Cyrus asks that you recognize the unit and grant them the honor of being named the Immortals to serve your dynasty for all time. The Immortals will always stand to protect Persia. They get a free upgrade, healer, which means they will heal 1 HP a turn forever. And they now, when I mouse over them, it says they are the Immortals. I think that's rad. Less rad is the amount of damage I just took. Assyria, are you at war with them? No. No, I would be nice. Let's scoot back and heal. I forgot they were there. What is the city going to be? That's going to be another writer's statesman. And is this the city that my daughter will run? No, she can't because she is a writer. Kafra's pretty good. Are we done tutoring? Or do we still need a tutor, don't we? Are you the only... No, we have a new person who can tutor. Dang. Grow's pretty good. You're also... Ah, you should do it. Alright. Kafra the Righteous. It's gonna help make up for the fact that I've made terrible mistakes in other directions there. I need to make barracks up here. And you, friend, probably should get me some more lumber. But is this going to be a good lumber mill spot? Can I chop this twice? No, that's... We're not chopping that one twice. Lumber mills on... But my unique unit takes iron. I need to be making more mines too. Crud. Oh, nice. Harvest some gems. Keep moving. Not really enamored of either of these. We'll give you a point of focus. Maybe you can critically hit some... I'll try and remember to put a general with... Oh, you're on promoted cooldown anyway. You've done that already. You can heal. Okay. Okay. I'm still just dealing with tribes right now. So Millicum's down in the... They're dropped out of green. You gotta keep people happy. Man. Stop that. Thanks, Assyria. Really appreciate your work. Why would they be helping me anyway? Oh, that's a good one. Millicum and Hati are at peace. They love each other. Why? But they don't actually don't. They're at negative 25. Weirdos. Our ambassador completed a mission to establish a trade network with Assyria. Assyria is not thrilled about this, but hey, that is lumber, baby. I will... whatever you want. I have so much training. There you go. Persia supports the Zoroastrian ways, officially accepting them as a central part of daily life. However, the idea that the holy city of Kaurivor lies outside of your borders is a point of contention. The priests of Persia argue that ours is the one true nation of the faith, and that it is only right that the city should be under your control. Will I conquer the holy city? No. Where is it? Oh, that's so far away. And no. We will not fight against other Zoroastrians. I'm bold, but I'm also superstitious. The Magi are a mysterious group, fierce practitioners of Zoroastrianism, tenders of the sacred fires, and adherents of the rites to Ahura Mazda. Word has reached you that a particularly talented individual, Magus Ifra, has traveled to court from Saravazeh in hopes of lending her aid to Persia in the fight against Angramanyu. Will you accept the wandering Magus? Absolutely. Can't trust them. A lot of people who can join me now and be feel like this is a lot of courtiers. It's a lot of courtiers. I love it. Another developing culture event. The city of Bactra is developing a reputation as a bustling hub of travel and ideas, but also of vice and iniquity. This year, a festival of delights is being organized, and local leaders have extended you an invitation. Oh, no. No, it would be nice to not be miserable, but being debauched means all of my cities will get unhappy. Does this just mean I fuck a lot? No, that's wanton. I'm not 100% certain what debauched means, because I think I'm... Anyway, we're not going to do that. Whoa! King Caracalla the Great has been seeking closer ties between Tamilacum and Persia and has hit upon the idea of a grand wedding to commemorate such a union. My heir, Princess Borin, would marry the prestigious king in magnificent style at the palace at Uriah. There is, however, the small detail that Caracalla is not without other wives. Excuse me? So it would get me into a national alliance with them. Which is cool. But I would lose my daughter, who I have been training up, and also she would be joining a harem. We're not doing that. On the first night, the palace guards hear the sound of someone climbing the walls. When they go to investigate, nothing is found. On the second night, scuff marks can be seen around the base of the walls. On the third night, the culprit is caught. Avoiding your gaze, Artazastra is brought before you. Reluctantly, she admits she has been sneaking out to visit Barsine the Strict. Aw. They're friends! Gal pals. You can go out whenever you want. Kids. I'm gonna try and steal Persia from you. You can't trust any of these people. This is not in my territory yet. I cannot make a farm out of that. Alright, give me a mine. I need more iron. So yeah, I've been steadily addressing the income issue. That feels good. It's kind of okay. Could be better. What do we got going on down here? Oh, I think I need to make a garrison. Garrisons are good. They give you orders, and later you can make a super unit if you keep upgrading that line of things. You, friend, need to make me another mine. Right here. Oh, it's a farm. Undo that. Harvest sorghum. Okay. We got a lot of orders about to clear up. So we are making so many settlers. We are going to make another one. Can't hurry production, which is a shame. That's fine. I want to get my units where... Oh, right. What's going on down here? Oh, I got a chariot. I should have used my chariot. Artaxerxes the hero. Battle up. I'm going to talk about why mounted units are so cool. For the one turn, you get to use them before they are killed. Why'd I even bother talking to Dido if she's gonna die? She did. She was severely ill. Queen Zanbak. Alright, one of our... Oh, our Delving Judge is dead. That sucks. And our Chancellor's dead. And I just put him in charge of a city. I mean, I can replace them. I have the civics, but I am annoyed. The Magi form a somber procession. Careful not to touch the lifeless body of Artistone of Bactra. They carry her out of the city to be left for the birds and wolves to claim before the bones are gathered. The images are still playing in your mind when a messenger arrives from Vikrama. Your royal line have so far kept to traditional Persian burial practices despite adopting Zoroastrianism as the state religion. Vikrama urges you to embrace the Zoroastrian ways of burial so that the contamination of the body is not left to mix with the other dead. Will you keep the royal tradition when you are laying to rest, or will you accept new ways? We will be left on the Tower of Silence. So I am pagan. But I don't want to have a 160-point swing and tank my families. Tank one family. But I have to be true to myself. I'm pagan. Hi, Christep. The day approaches. The entertainment has been arranged. The flowers, the dancers, animals the likes of which have never been seen in Persia. We have an elephant. We know what those are. A celebration of the glorious years of Cyaxares' reign is at hand, and all that remains is deciding on the most honored guests. Well, okay, you were helping trying to seduce my daughter into a life of sin. I'm gonna hang out with my friends. Ministers shake their heads at the cost of the festivities' architectural damage alone. Euphemios liked it, though. My uncouth, debauched, affable speaker? How in blazes did the side of the siege wall get blown off anyway? Now that's a party. Carthage, Zanbak. It's soon after you learn that you have been snubbed. Queen Zanbak the New has sent diplomatic gifts to the other neighboring nations, yet nothing to you. Is this deliberate antagonism, or is it a mistake that should be overlooked? I ain't sending no gifts. I sent your mom a present. And then she died immediately after. I had nothing to do with it. You should be nicer to me. An incident at the Tactics Academy requires your attention. Duchess Artazastra instigated a physical confrontation with one of her drill masters, breaking the man's nose and knocking out several of his teeth. The military instructors seek restitution for this insult to their honor. We must pay for Artazastra to continue her training. Absolutely. Proud, cruel, or intolerant. I mean... A black dog follows wherever you go. The throne gives you no comfort. Your inner circle consists of sycophants, and your subjects see you as just one more miserable tyrant in an endless succession of monarchs. The only honorable end is to become one with the darkness. Time to shuffle off this mortal coil, for 'tis nobler to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. Okay. Enlightenment theology. Tier 3 requires forestry. Okay, first gameplay observation. Forestry, some amount of time away. I am 55. I can't drive 55, but that is how old I am. Or I can die. I'm going to do my other event, make a new chancellor. And I'm going to think about that. Because there's some storytelling there. Well, it's not going to be you. God. I already have enough trouble. Varsine the Vandal. Oh, my political ward! I'm gonna put her in charge of things? She's my chancellor? That's baller. I love it. Okay. So let's look at the storytelling. Do I celebrate... This was a jubilee. We celebrated many long years of my reign. But near the end of it, later that month, Queen Dido of Carthage suddenly passes away, severely ill. I did not know her. Not well, not personally. We had only barely met. But the death of someone around my age, she's 51, younger than me even, 4 years younger, that honestly I had just met. We had just spoken. Throws me. It shocks me. And so I spend the rest of the celebration walking around in a haze. Unsure of myself. Unsure of the world. Unsure of my place in it. There are no lands left to conquer. We're not truly fighting the Numidians. It's just a silly little skirmish. I'm barely even involved. But here at the end, when I look at the world that I have left my daughter who's disappointed in me, we embrace the end. And we take one of them with us. His last action is to kill a Numidian soldier and then himself. So, I have 20 turns left to complete this last legacy. This ambition, rather. It's become a legacy now. Legacies... Normally you complete an ambition, you get 10 legitimacy. Legacies are just 5. You lose 5 if you don't do it. You must do it 20 turns. Your coronation brings delegations from all across Persia. These subjects have brought a selection of fine gifts from their home villages. However, the visitors stipulate that they will only give their gifts that they will be used in great royal works. What gift should we accept? I don't need a warrior. I'm not going to take everything. Unpopularity is terrifying. We have a lot of people. Oh, this would even drive a wedge between her and her sister. We will take the stone and the civics. Oh, wait, no. No, I want the science. Ebony, to study its strange properties. Oh boy. Okay, so now we need to take a little bit of stock. Figure out what's going on. They could really use some work on how the portraits matching the characters' ages. Who are we referring to when we say that? Because the game, I don't know if they're still doing the interlacing. I think there was a bit of a glitch with it, but the artist that draws these did draw like 5 or 10 of each one to cycle through with aging. It's just, I haven't paid a whole ton of attention, but Farnaspes, I remember looking younger than this. He's got some gray in there now. I gotta figure out where this person's going. I need to get her in charge of a city. Lumber mills and pastures. Current governor. Oh. Dang. I'd be so good there. But I don't want to piss Aster off, and Aster's honestly helping me there. What do I boost? Lumber mills and pastures. We got some good territory for lumber mills down here. Let's get moving. We just have to make sure that is a... oh, I think I can be in charge of any city, can't I? I can. Hot dog, but I don't know if that's really the best one in the world. I'm going to have Euphemios the Orator take over here. And that theater is done, so that's nice. What are you going to do now, friend? You're for clerics. You don't have religion. But I'm making a disciple, which is going to help you. That's going to open some stuff up for me. Just go chop some trees. Did you wake up for some reason? You shouldn't. We're not at war with anyone. Our training has definitely dropped. Our legitimacy has dropped, of course. I can tutor. Oh, so all of my... okay, you're already tutoring. Because she is a scholar, she also can tutor. You can double tutor your kids. I am going to do that, and then she needs to get married. I don't know into what family. Probably the clerics. They have had the least fun of anyone. Oh. I didn't have a chance to talk about why chariots are so cool. Oh, dang it. It's fine. Parmina the soldier marches at dawn, her forces completely wiping out the enemy. Already known as a hero, further legends start to spread in Ecbatana of her abilities. Will you encourage or restrain this idol worship? Oh, Nathan raises a good point. I'm going to talk about that in a second. First up, Parmina. Don't lose money. Nathan asks, what about a foreign marriage to cement ties with an ally? It's not a bad idea. It does raise a potential issue because if I recall correctly, the writer's family, each family has things that they care about. One of the things for the writers is they don't like spouses from foreign nations. If I marry someone from Hati or Tamilikam, they will get a 40-point malus to their opinion of me. You know, it might be the kind of thing that you just deal with, especially because having a spouse from one of these nations does make everyone a little bit happier, but it would vex them slightly. A large supply of fresh olive oil has been pressed with a recently harvested crop of olives. The timing is fortunate. Both Kush and Hati have developed an affinity for our olive oil, and this rich reserve would make an excellent gift. Where is Kush? Who cares about Kush? Send it to Hati. Trade mission to Tamilikam. Money is 2 of 5 return. That's fine. I want to keep them. I'm at peace with them, but I want that peace to remain. I don't really feel like I need to explore any further at this time. I need to make something up here. Hurrah! Okay, you're the one that just completed the settler. I would like a specialist coming up. So why don't you just do council for a turn? It's like if you're just not going to make anything. And I want to promote another couple of units. Warden. Combat. Warden and Besieger. This is one of my conquerors. And that is going to do it for today. Oh, I don't need to write that each time. Woo! That was a big day. Said goodbye to our leader. There's such storytelling potential here, and the more attention you pay to it, the more that potential shines. When I did... You were supposed to get this when I did the border boost. What is wrong with you, Bactra? It's a problem for future me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. It's up here, and I'll see you next time. Bye!